Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. If you're new to the channel, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notifications. Let's go up, y'all. Yeah, we got to work together to go up. Make sure y'all smash that like button. But it's looking real shaky out here. I got to call it what it is. It's looking crazy out here. Man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I gotta break this down, man. Lil Meech seems to be on them things. Yeah, that's what we gonna call. We gonna call it them things because I'm getting a lot of calls. 50 Cent releases pictures. We see what's going on, y'all. You heard? We see what's going on. And before we go any further, man, I got to say, addiction is a very serious subject. It's very sensitive. I'm not here to put down anybody. I'm not here to, discredit anybody and on their recovery or trying to like put down anybody. I'm not with none of that. We all have our vices. We all go through things. And others, different things than others in life. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to put down nobody, but I got to keep it 10,000. Lil Meech is on that. He on them opioids, y'all. Yeah. So let me break this down to y'all, right? So I talked to somebody very close to the family and they didn't want to come on. And I at least wanted a phone call. I even told him, yo, look, you could do the call, homie. You ain't gotta. He said, I just watch your work. And they said it started with, and I'm just quoting what he told me. It started with like smoking bud and partying and doing X and all of that. Like, yeah. He said he was doing X and something called whippets, right? But I had to go look that up. That's some gas or something these dudes is huffing and all. There's a big pandemic going on. I gotta say allegedly because he didn't want to pull up because I'm just giving y'all the information. I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Yeah, let's get to that. I got to be real. 50 Cent releases Lil Meech looking kind of crazy, my G. A little under the weather. I gotta be real. He releases the pictures of him in rehab. So let me take y'all back because we remember when 50 Cent, you heard, he broke the news, y'all. Yeah, we got to call it what it is. 50 Cent actually broke the news. He said this, y'all. Let's call it what it is. Hold on. He broke the news. 50 Cent says he's once sent Lil Meech to rehab after drug use on the set. Tripping. Yeah, Lil Meech was out here tripping. 50 Cent is putting this on. Yo, I believe 50 Cent really had genuine love for Lil Man. I'm going to keep it honest. I believe he really had love for this little dude, man. 50 Cent reveals he had to send Lil Meech to rehab after he kept showing up to the BMF set high. This is a man giving him opportunity, putting millions of dollars in his pockets, and he's going out getting high and buying chrome hearts. Let's call it what it is. He's out buying chrome hearts and getting high. Yeah, I remember when 50 Cent released this. I thought about it. I think he was uncomfortable with me and Mimi's relationship. He talking about Lil Meech. I'm telling Mimi I don't want him doing drugs. He telling him use to do X like it's cool. Yeah, he telling him to do X like it's cool. I tell Mimi chill, stop spending all your money. He telling him how much money he blew. People don't know how I had to send Mimi to rehab. Russell Hornsby peeped he was high as F on the set and started throwing up at a weapons test. Then Ian told me the little nigga had whippets in his truck. I said, what the whippets? I look, it's the shit that be in BB guns. Hey, look, I still am a little lost on whippets and stuff. I don't know about that type of stuff. You heard? But I know his addiction has escalated. Yeah, because now he on that opioid. I got to call it what it is. He on that allegedly. He's distanced himself from his close friends from back in the days because dude got in my inbox and let me know exactly what's up. You heard? And Allegedly. But he has distanced himself from all his good peoples. So we know he's made some bad choices. I'm going to be real. Because if he was dealing with 50 Cent, I think he'd be all right. I think he would have tried to at least help him. Nobody around Lil Meech is trying to help him. Pay attention to what I got to show y'all this, right? Because we got to hear what Gene Deal said. You heard? Because I feel like Big Meech, he came home and tried to be the man again. You heard? I got to call it what it is. He tried to be the man too fast again. He didn't want his son to shine. Obviously. You heard? If he would have stuck it out with 50, bro, none of this shit would be happening right now. Pay attention.
Last time I'm talking about it, bro, because people get shit ass backwards. You understand? I talked about it's going to be the last time I'm talking about it, bro, because people get shit ass backwards. You understand? I talked about how Meech was going to do when he came home, not knowing that he had this stuff on his jacket. And then he goes and get with an officer that he been listening to officers for the last 19.5 years. He go down there and gonna listen to another former officer and thinking the dude was gonna do right by him and give him a bag and help him out and stuff like that. And he ended up being in the same spot and probably worse right now. Because just say this, man. Just say if he would have held his head with 50 now, right? I don't know if 50 would have fucked with him, but 50 would have been like, yo, Tammy, leave that alone, ma. Don't put that on that dude. You know what I'm saying? And 50 wouldn't have been behind it. The only reason this shit grew the way it grew against Meech is because 50 was behind it. And what I mean by 50 being behind it, he said, yo, okay, this nigga gonna go with my enemy. I'm gonna let this bitch go ahead and do whatever the fuck she wanna
do. He didn't lie. He told the truth because I feel like Big Meech came home trying to like, you know, and I gotta put this out there. I gotta tell y'all this. Right? Allegedly, all right? Allegedly. They saying Big Meech is basically letting them do this. Like they telling he's okay with this, keeping them high and dumb. That's how I looked at it. You heard? He just said that the dude just said that Big Meech is okay with Little Meech running around getting all hied up and looking crazy. You heard? I'm just being real because it's to keep him high and dumb. You heard? Blinded from his talent that he now has. Thanks to 50 Cent for sending him to acting school. Yeah, we may be missing some things here, y'all. I feel like he did not make the right choice when he actually went with, you know, Floyd Mayweather or all 50 Cent's enemies. Why? Why did he do this? Because at least he could have got some of the help. These guys don't care about him. I also feel like he's still trying to chase his father's, like, you know, legacy. You heard? If there's any bit of the legacy left, because let's not forget, the snitch allegations are still in the air. I'm just saying, the snitch allegations are still in the air. So I'm just breaking it down for what it is, y'all. I still feel like he's chasing behind his father, what his father used to be. I'm going to be real, and that's what it seems like. You feel me? To end up in a chair like this at a hospital, this is nasty, y'all. And it gets worse because even Michael Rainey Jr. Yeah, we know who Michael Rainey Jr. The show that actually, you know, that's their competition. They under the same thing. Don't get me wrong. The same umbrella, 50 Cent umbrella. You heard? They all under the same umbrella. They all cool. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it was like competition for BMF and power. You feel me? Like this is nasty work because look what Michael Rainey Jr. See, I understand when a lot of people around you just give up on you. A lot of these guys gave up on Lil Meech now. It is what it is. A lot of them gave up on him. They don't want nothing to do with this. Yeah, because they know 50 Cent is led them to the water. You feel me? And that's just out of respect. He led them to the water. But pay attention to what Michael Rainey Jr. says because he just completely obliviates. He obliviates Lil Meech. I ain't helping him. Pay attention, y'all.
I feel bad for Lil Meech. I don't feel bad for no grown man in this planet. Like, I'm a grown man. Why the fuck I gotta feel bad for another grown man? Like, you a grown man too, nigga. What you asking for my sympathy for, nigga? You be alright. Oh, yeah, nigga.
Niggas get shot at.
What? Hold on. I don't think y'all heard that. Pay
I feel
attention.
bad for Lil Meech. I don't feel bad for no grown man in this planet. Like, I'm a grown man. Why the fuck I gotta feel bad for another grown man? Like, you a grown man too, nigga. What you asking for my sympathy for, nigga? You be alright. Oh, yeah.
I'm just being real, man. Like, look. Everybody's turned their back on Lil Meech at this point, right? And he's only able to turn to the drugs. You heard? I'm just being real. And then when you don't have nobody around you trying to tell you, you know, anything different, and I'm gonna be real. The guy I was speaking to, he didn't tell me anything like he was trying to help him or nothing, but he is concerned. You heard? He is concerned for Lil Meech because he is on that opioids. This is what they saying. Allegedly. He's on opioids, y'all. Look, man, addiction is a real thing. I'm not here to discredit anybody, put anybody down. But when you on these type of drugs, man, and you can't get yourself together, something is wrong with that. Yeah, something is wrong with that when you've been able to garner millions of dollars, instead blow it all on chrome heart jeans and some drugs. Because yeah, they putting everything in these pills now. Yeah, let's get that straight right now. They putting everything in, any and everything in these pills. They throwing the kitchen sink at these pills. These cartels are putting everything in these party pills. And allegedly, this is where it all started at. He's one of them kids that like to party. Yeah. Ended up taking the wrong stuff. Probably, allegedly, I don't know. But when you end up like this, yeah, when you end up and having pictures exposed to you being in a rehab, getting your body drained of fluids and you looking bad, and we don't hear a word from your father, it's supposed to be a stand-up guy, supposed to be. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to ask yourselves, man, like, was the fame and everything worth it? Everything 50 Cent did for him? Like everything 50 Cent put him on to, was it worth it? Because I'm gonna be real. 50 Cent probably thinking to himself, no, sir. No, sir. But like I said, God bless him. God bless him. God bless Lil Meech. May he find the guidance to get cured of whatever addiction he's on. You heard? And that's that. I'm just giving y'all what's going on, man. It's nasty out here, man. When nobody wants to actually put their hand on you and say, yo, let's do this. What 50 tried to do for him. Where's Rick Ross at? I'm just being real. Where's Floyd at? They like this? They don't see no problems with this? And then I don't want to hear, oh, y'all kicking him in while he's down. No. Get yourself up. You got more of an advantage to get yourself up just because the connections you have. We got people sleeping on Philly street corners and New York street corners, and because they don't have the people that you have backing you. I guess some of these people are too, you know, how can I put it, man? He grew up that way, you know what I mean? He grew up like he was with a silver spoon. So it is what it is, man. Yo, it's your boy, E-Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. That boy need to go to rehab immediately and sit in there and make sure he get himself together, because I don't want to see this for no black young man. But it's nasty work. This is nasty work when you have garnered millions of dollars and you're able to do certain things in life that others ain't able to do. Smash that like button, y'all. Salute.
Harlem Legend TV, salute to you, brother. Y'all go check and subscribe to Harlem Legend TV. If you want to know what's happening in Harlem, if you want to know what this real shit and people are doing in Harlem, y'all go watch Harlem TV. Please, y'all like, subscribe, and go to Harlem TV, like, and subscribe to that channel.